Righteous Consultant 333. Like and subscribe. Send this far and wide. Hope all is well. Hope all is well on this Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's 11:33 a.m. over here on my time. Yeah. So you know what time it is. It's gems time. Time to drop some gems. Time to drop some gems. That's what I do. The channel is about dropping gems, letting people know they have a choice. They have a way out. They have a way to be financially free. All you got to do is to utilize credit in a manner that you should utilize it, not just the regular way that people utilize it for as just buying some shoes or a car. You want to use your credit to go get money from the banks. You want to start a business or you want to buy a business to generate income because when you go to the banks and you have a business, you got an LLC, you got everything in order, you got your ducks in a row, make yourself look good on paper. You can borrow money at a high level. You could go to a bank and get a $50,000 credit card with no docs if you got, if you're looking good on paper, and there's a way to do that. And if you got negative items on your consumer report, you could get that off with the FCRA, which that's just consumer law, using AI to do it for you. Then plus, suing them. And you get money in the process doing that. And once you keep doing it over and over, you get good at it. And it's simple because AI is doing all the heavy lifting. You don't even have to show your face. You can get anything off your consumer report. This is the thing. They don't want you to know. That's why people like me, views don't go high, nothing like that. It's gonna start going high because people gonna start resonating because what I'm saying is true. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just telling you the truth. You can get anything off your credit report, anything negative. Even if you do owe it, even if it's yours, it doesn't matter. You could use consumer law to get the shit off your credit report and get paid in the process. Then when you do that, that's the first thing I was telling you about. You want to go get a business. You can buy your LLC. That's might make your LLC or do yourself. In certain states, it's got certain prices. In California, where I'm at, it's only $75 to buy an LLC. I mean, go to the Secretary of State. It's not hard. Find somebody that that knows something that you interested in, you see yourself doing, and pay them to teach you, man. Don't look to get body your money. Come motherfuckers be fake. Do your due diligence. See who's who. See what they really talking about. What they talking about. Are they doing what they talking about? You could do that. Do your due diligence. Don't get book. People be scamming. You don't know me. I can be scamming too. You don't even know me. Do your due diligence. But the information I'm telling you is true. It's true on a whole other level because I understand and understand that money's not nothing but a tool. And I wouldn't sell myself for no money or anything else because I know that I know a little bit more than the average person. And the cold part about it, we all have it, got to just unlock it within. So that's another story. But if you got negative items on your consumer report, right? You can literally get it all using consumer law. The consumer law is to get your foot through the door because whoever's saying that you owe or whatever the case may be, you did a contract with them, obviously. And if you got a contract with them, that contract comes with an arbitration agreement. And if you can leverage that arbitration agreement, being a consumer. What do you mean leveraging? Meaning that you could take them to court. It's formal court. It's not real court. This is not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. That's a lawyer. This is just for educational purposes. I'm just shooting the shit with you. I have to say that so I won't get sued. They don't want you to know this sauce. They don't want you to know you have rights, and you can utilize it in a way that you'll win. Say for instance, something happened, right? And somebody violate the contract. You could take them to arbitration, right? As a consumer, under the consumer arbitration, depending on the situation. We just talking about this is not work related because they have employee arbitration, which is a different matter, but you still get the same thing. It's just a little slightly different rules. So consumer arbitration, you could take them to court if they doing some dumb shit. You could sue them under the RCA, I mean the FCRA, the FCRA. Then when you're doing that, it's like this. If you sue them, right, it costs them money to fight you. It don't cost you anything. You just pay the filing fee, which is $225 for a consumer. Other than that, you don't pay for anything. Long that your claim is valid, it's not bullshit. You know what I mean? But you have the right to the dispute and take them to arbitration. That's just your right under their contract. You didn't even create the contract. That's their shit. So it costs them to fight you, even if they lose. Even if you lose, they don't pay. You don't pay anything. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. We're just shooting the shit. This is for education purposes. You don't pay anything. So if it costs them $15, $20 to fight you, and they gonna lose, even if you don't have, even if they win, they don't get anything. Don't you know you can use that power right there? You use that, right? It probably went over a lot of people's head. Everybody ain't dumb. It's just people not into this. They don't know. Even if you work at a job, they have an arbitration clause. So you need to know this information because nigga, you need to know it. I don't really have to keep explaining myself like that. I know I'm doing it, but you need to know this, man, because everything you deal with have this, and a lot of times, majority of the time, the company's always at fault. And even if they at fault, since they multi-million billion dollar companies, you not about to get any type of remedy. You don't get no type of relief unless they see fit if they want to, and you probably deserve more. So if you don't know this information, no matter if you're rich or poor, you're gonna be screwed. You at the mercy of a corporation. You know they don't care about you. You just a number. Why would you want to be at the mercy of a corporation when you can just utilize your rights? And it's so easy. It's not like I'm saying like doing the ancient way because I'll be screwed. I won't be able to do it. I'm using AI to do this, like everything. You got to just know the steps and know how to ask the questions to get the answers you want. And that's simple. It's like I'm moving my big black mouth right now. I'm talking to you. You can do the same. You could text and tell it what to do, and they give you an answer. As long as you give it the right question, the right information, it's on what you put in, what you're gonna put out. Straight up. So if you utilize this information, I'm not selling you nothing. You can look this shit up. FCRA. I didn't make none of this stupid shit up. All you doing is using their shit to get what you want because they came up with this stupid shit. But they knew that companies are wicked and they're gonna be screwing people, so they already have something in place. You could utilize this for your benefit, and that's what I'm gonna be teaching for $1,000. Yeah, you can't beat that. You're gonna have me for 3 months. We're gonna go through step by step. Then once you're gonna be able to go back and see what we said and ask me what you need to ask me. The same way I was taught. And they didn't even tell me the cool part about I paid way more, right? And I got way less. But the information I got, it was good. I'm not trying to knock it. It was good. I just had to utilize it at a different time. I couldn't just use it right there and get where I'm at right now because I didn't know that I had to go through the whole thing. And by me going through the whole thing, the whole process, I found out I can use it for this way, but it wasn't taught for me for this way. So if you're not, no matter what the fuck you disputing, if you're not using both of them at the same time, you screw. You're not about to get anything done because even the law is fake. They don't honor none of that shit. They don't honor anything. But making them do what the fuck you want them to do is suing them. This is not. I'm not a lawyer, nigga. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice or financial advice. I'm just talking on my ass. Real shit. This is crazy. You need to know this information because if you don't, you screwed. And I don't give a fuck how smart you are. How much money you have, nigga. If you don't know this, you screwed. Why are they not telling people this shit? Nigga, I should be having millions of views. This is retarded, and it's for real. It's not fake. This shit is for real. Like he really used this shit. This is crazy. You need to know this information. I don't care what color you are. We really need to know it. You need to know this. We have the worst, but everybody needs to know this information though. Keep it all the way 100. Yeah. Fuck going to work. You can have your own business. You can make what you making at work monthly on your phone, legal, and tell them to kiss your ass. Unless you want to be there. Some people don't want to be up there, but they know they have to because that's the responsible thing to do. especially you have, responsibilities. I'm not telling you this not work. I work, but I know that it's a cap. And when you have your own business, it's not really necessarily a cap. Your yearly annual, your yearly salary could be a monthly salary in 1 month of business. It's simple. You could get 6 figures easily. I ain't gonna say that because I don't want to be saying all that when they trying to come back and try to book a nigga. You can make a lot of money on your phone. You can do that. It's not hard. It's not hard. You can go to school using stuff, using AI, and get a badge for school and get a degree. You can make yourself look good on paper. You can utilize all this information I'm telling you, and if it actually works, if I'm look, you don't know me, right? But the shit, this is what I'm saying. This is if what I'm saying is actual true. You know how powerful that is. I had to get close. Do you know how powerful that is, though? If this is really true, what I'm saying, that you can really take anything off your consumer report using FCRA, consumer law, and using AI to do all the lifting and knowing how to assume and everything. If that's true, and the other part is true that you can buy stuff to make you look good on your credit, make you look way worth more than what you actually is, to go look good, to go borrow money from the bank. And if that's true, you can go hit up different banks, right? Because your credit good, you got, you know, trade lines and, primaries on your bank account. You got, um, payments going to your bank checking account, and you're looking good, right? So if that's true, you could go to a bank, right? You could go to like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 banks, right? 3 one day, 3 the other day, 3 the other, right? Because each bank probably pulled from different so-called credit bureaus. I hit up all the ones that pulled from Experian only, right? On the first day. Then I go to the next day, hit up the one that only pull from all Equifax, right? So they don't see that I got bags from the Experian banks, right? And so on, right? And with good credit, you go get you $15,000, $20,000 credit business credit cards a piece, right? It's nothing to go get 100 grand. You went to 9 banks. You really could get, if you and with the business manager, you could get 50 piece. So you could go get some money, what I'm saying, and you can get it for low, 0% interest for some of these credit cards. I mean, 100 grand at 0% interest. That's two $50,000 credit cards, right? I mean, out of the 100 grand, your money payment's only be 1,000. You already got 100 grand. Your money payment's 1,000. It's 12 months in the year, they say, right? So that's $88,000 that you have capital that you could deploy in something. And you got a year of 0% interest. And that's already put up to the side. So you don't even have to worry about it. You got companies that you can literally buy online. Online. You got people that can read the financials, to read if it's a good buyer now. You can hire them. You could pay someone to teach you some shit. Like I'm teaching people how to dispute. You could like this in itself. This is the cream of the crop right here. This is like where it starts at. Everything is a dispute when something's not right. You need to know how to do it. That's why I'm offering this and at a low rate. Anything is a dispute. Something hit your bank account. They acting dumb. You know it's not yours. They not trying to make it right. That's a dispute. You need to know how to get that taken care of. Your paycheck is late. You know you worked the 40 hours, but they trying to pay you for 36. They trying to screw you on forward, talking about wait to get the next paycheck. But the people you gotta pay bills to don't. I'm not trying to hear that. You need to know how to dispute. You need to know how to handle that. I've been through these type of things. That's why I can just spit it off the top. These happen to everyday people all the time. As I'm speaking right now, it's probably happened to people. So probably I know. So what you need to know this information. Even if you don't care about credit, even if you don't care about running the business, you still need to know how to dispute. Okay, if not, you're gonna be screwed. You're gonna be dependent on the company, the one that so-called did the wrong to you, to make it right on their own. And living in that type of fairyland, you're gonna be screwed because Most companies didn't even give us the ad. They did some type of dirt. They cut some corners in some type of way. So I mean, you're gonna be waiting. Like they say, don't hold your breath. If you're not trying to hear none of that, you just want some services. You got negative stuff in your credit report. Link in the description. Righteous Consultant 333.com. Anything negative on your credit report, we can get it all. The same, we're using the same. I'm telling you, the method will be used. There's no, I'm not hiding nothing. It's just if you want to learn how to do it, you don't have to pay me. You have to pay for my time. And it's gonna be well worth it because you can utilize this for almost anything. Everything don't have an arbitration clause. That's what make them want to act right. But knowing what to say, a lot of times you don't even have to go that route. Sometimes they just don't even. It be multiple times, then you don't have to do that. But you need to know both of them, and that's what I offer. And you can't beat that. And that's only gonna be up for a little bit. Because once people really understand what the hell going on, and they know I'm not capping, they're gonna be coming about a lot, a dozen. And I'm gonna up the price like everybody else do. Not so high, but right now it's too low. I know it's low. I'm gonna let y'all get in for the low for a little bit. Other than that, it's gonna go up. So Righteous Consulting, y'all, 333. Like and subscribe. Send this far and wide, man. Let the next person hear this. Somebody needs to hear this shit. It's because you're not tripping. Somebody else needs to hear it. It's been times I've been paying attention and I heard something. Sometimes hearing something can unlock something that you have something suppressed that can have you on your journey to have you a better life. Everything is for a reason. It's not on accident. If you believe that or not, like I don't care what people believe. Because you believe in something don't mean it's true. So Righteous Consultant, man, it's nothing but love. I'm trying to give y'all information. Cause I know people don't be willing to struggle if you don't have to. Most people problems is financial problem. And people financial problems are all right. People probably won't be doing the fucked up stuff they're doing. Some people would because they're just wicked and evil. But a lot of people probably wouldn't. You're in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you ain't got time to be nothing but survive. But it's a way out though. And you gotta just go within. Fuck the nigga that's talking on the internet. Go within. If it resonates with you, you already know. Some things you already know. You already feel it, but you always do your due diligence. Come on, y'all.